Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. This is episode 114. I am once again not at my house like a few episodes ago. I'm visiting Saber at the moment. And yeah, so this is going to be an interesting episode because there's a lot of stuff to talk about that revolves around world events at the moment. Because
this is unprecedented, like history in the making stuff.
Yeah. So we're having a quarantine party, basically. Welcome to the quarantine live stream. That rhymes, kind of.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, we do have a lot of stuff to talk about, but before we get into that, how have you guys been for the past couple of weeks?
Like, there's so much nothing to report, man. I'm just living life. That's really what it feels like.
Status quo, right? How much are you affected by this virus thing? Are you just working at home?
I mean, I'm working from home, but there's Lena.
There's Lena? That's good.
She's just licking my foot. I'm like, come on, girl. But yeah, I mean, like 3 minutes, excuse me, away. It in the Target by my house, there's somebody who had it, and it's all around my county.
Oh shit!
I'm just saying.
So that's where it was in Wake County.
Yes, and
okay,
literally right by me. Yeah.
It hasn't gotten to where I live. I live near the Appalachian Hills of Virginia, and but like I'm like 4 hours away from Nova, so I'm sure
you're gonna say 4 hours away from nowhere.
No, could you imagine the folks right now who live like oh, I live in a cabin in the middle of Colorado, like nobody around for hundreds of miles, and they're probably like, don't care.
Right.
Virus, I guffaw at you. I legitimately, like, this is a logistical. Are we going to talk about the virus here in a bit? Should I just wait on that, or
we might as well talk about it since we're talking about it.
How can you talk about your day-to-day comings and goings and not address this?
Mm-hmm.
It's so wild.
We'll talk about how it affects entertainment industry later on, but yeah.
Well, I've been working. I was given the call to work home Wednesday of last week, and now they're like, yeah, for real, like, don't come in for 2 weeks at least. So
that's the thing that gets to me, is that what these companies like, don't come in for 2 weeks, and it's like there's a chance this might last for months.
Right. Yeah. It's I know everyone's like, they hear work from home and they're like, oh, haha, work from home, it's great, I love it, I'm an introvert, I'm a gamer, this is awesome. But like, man, working from home is cool like 3 days out of the 5 tops, for me at least. Like, there's something to be said for being able to sit next to someone, have their full attention, point at the screen, say, this is the problem, you work through it side by side together. That is way better than working like over Skype. There's just so much lost in that like online conversation.
Yeah, I can imagine that, especially for a company.
Right. So working from home all the time kind of blows. I'm not really enjoying it. But
do you I'm sorry, I actually don't know much of a follow-up of a question. I guess I'm just thinking, like, what's going to happen if this just does not go away? If this really does go on for months. It's like, because the thing is, if you are like, okay, it's been 3 weeks, just go back to the workforce, and someone gets it, it's like, well, that could be a
reset.
Lawsuit. Yeah, it's reset. It's a reset.
Yeah.
It's insane how one person slipping through the cracks is enough to reset everything. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So
one person will, definitely, 100%.
Tomorrow is St. Patty's Day, and they're closing down AA stores or ABC stores. And telling us not to go to bars. I'm fine with that. I don't have to go. But I'm just thinking, like, tomorrow is going to be a headline day of like massive St. Patty's Day get together and
yeah, Florida is fucking up right now.
No bad news.
All bad news tonight.
Because like I see like all these pictures of Florida, like so many large gatherings of people. I was like, oh, okay. I guess Florida just doesn't want to listen.
It's Florida. That's all I have to say. It's Florida.
Yeah, because a lot of conventions have been delayed. the types of the conventions that we go to. The one that we were going to go to at the end of March, Winnie City PonyCon, has been delayed until July. So we'll have to wait until then. By the way, Jax, did you get your refund for your flight for that?
I didn't get the flight because once I heard this thing was going down, because the thing with me is with flights, I usually check just to see okay what the day is and just do it. So I always do it later. So I didn't get my flight for Winnie City, and I definitely didn't get my flight for BabsCon. So now that's just waiting for them to say all right, it's delayed. Yeah, because it's just I know you're gonna delay it, so just hurry up and say it.
Yeah, especially since that's in San Francisco, and that's a much more populated area.
Yeah, exactly.
than Schaumburg.
Exactly.
But also I saw those photos of the airports. The airports were just
are empty.
Yeah. Well, no. The one in Chicago, they were just packed of people trying to get home.
Oh yeah. So I'm so glad that we aren't putting up with that.
Yeah. But MomoCon, that's still on at the moment because there was this notice that was advisory put out that to not have gatherings more than 50 people for at least 8 weeks, and MomoCon is past that 8 weeks, so hopefully that still goes on.
Oh, who made that 50 person rule? Where
that was the World Health Organization.
Oh, okay. Because the governor of North Carolina was Wednesday-ish of last week, or maybe it was more recent than that. But it was hey, don't have gatherings of more than 100 people. I guess now the World Health Organization is just hey, shut up, 50 people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's going to affect a lot of different, E3 that was canceled. So that's going to be interesting. What happens with that? The companies are just going to live stream their events, I guess.
That conference is on its deathbed anyway, man.
Yeah. I mean, Sony dropped out last year and they're not going this year, and then a bunch of other things. And Square already said, oh yeah, we're going to have a digital event. And Nintendo's already been having digital events for E3. So they're just not going to have a floor for interviews and demos and whatever. So anything else you guys want to say for your past 2 weeks before we get into topics?
I guess just weathering the storm and seeing what happens next.
Yeah.
I'm weathering with you.
Still haven't seen the movie. I still want to watch it.
Maybe the only time those 3 words will ever go together.
All right. First thing, we'll talk about some things that I think most of us have seen. Though actually, I think only 2 of us have seen this one. Onward. That came out in a very bad time for Pixar. What?
I was gonna say, do you feel like this? How much of this is the blame on the people just not wanting to watch the movie versus them having bad publicity versus the virus, or a combination of all 3?
I think it might be a combination. Especially with the whole controversy about the gay character or whatever, where she really just has one line that indicates that she's gay. But I actually did see a lot of people getting mad about that. I was like, that is very surprising.
People upset
on both ends, both extremes. How dare they have a gay character, and how dare they not have enough?
I'm on the third end, if that makes any sense, of how dare they make a gay character like that? That's not good enough at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the other end of
that's the other end.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And I'm right here in the middle, and I'm I don't give a shit. That's.
If you're gonna do representation, do it right. Don't that's terrible.
I just want a grill, goddammit.
But yeah, that whole thing, the virus, the thing, the panic about the virus didn't really hit its peak until the middle of last week. At least I think so. Would you agree with that?
No, it was last week where the domino really started to fall.
Yeah.
Because leading up to it, it's like, oh, it's in China. Oh, it's in some other countries that can't really figure it out or they're dealing with it. Oh, it's in Washington State in the city.
Yeah.
But this is how viruses work. They fucking spread. So, like, you know, because
except for Madagascar and Greenland.
Well, it's because, you know, Ben Stiller protects it. Yeah, I mean, if you live in an isolated area, you have a better chance of being just fine. But like for cities like LA, New York City, and of course all the international cities, like this virus really has been highlighting all of the fundamental broken issues with like healthcare, with bureaucracy coordinating to like attack or not attack, but like protect people. Because think about this: what if it wasn't just old people? What if this thing affected everybody? You get it, you're gonna die. Like, you know, there's a virus. Yeah, there's a 15% you might die. It's like, holy shit, that put the world on lockdown. We're lucky it's not that fierce, but like next time something like this pops up and it is like that, then, you know, mark coronavirus response as a benchmark of how we did, and which is already not really giving me that much confidence. But yeah, craziness, man. It's insane how I think last week was when we were. Well, I think actually
because when Tom Hanks got it.
That's exactly it. That's exactly because
it was just like everyone was thinking like, all right, he's rich, he has the best doctors in the world. If he can get it, I'm fucked and shit like that. And everyone was just like, what the fuck's going on here? So it's just all this
NBA closing.
Yeah, the NBA shutting down. Yeah, closing their seasons. At the NCAA, like having their games without audiences.
And then there was a travel ban in Europe that was last week, and it's like this just got serious. And like, if Tom Hanks can get it, if Idris Elba can get it, like reminder, just because you have status and power and wealth, an uncaring virus does not give a fuck. It sees you as a vessel. If it can get to you, it will get to you. And it doesn't matter who you are, how much money is in your wallet. I mean, of course, it can help you defend your life better because more money equals better healthcare. But yeah, I think Tom Hanks getting it, like you said, checked was like, we're like, whoa, like, not
like
Tom.
He's like one of the nicest people, and we're like up with their Keanu and all shit. So it's just like Tom Hanks.
That's
how to get it.
That's exactly. I asked Paleo, I'm like, who would be the third person to get it, and that would be like crossing the line. Paleo said Keanu Reeves, and it's like that's it.
Yeah, because Idris Elba got it today.
Yeah, Black Superman. So it's fucking weird. So it's, I mean, like, because I think what makes it just because. Before it's just like, okay, everyone wash your hands. Everyone knows that shit. It's just the fact when they said like, oh, it can be in the air for like 3 hours. That was the part where it's just like, okay, fuck's sake now. God damn, like I don't want like should I get one of those goggles that fucking Dib or Zim had in that episode and see the germs and shit? It's just like, what the fuck? Like that's the only thing that annoys me. It's just like I mean the whole germ thing, like this whole disease thing is just fucking annoying to me because it's just like, oh, I like to go on my morning runs. Oh, what if it was just like, oh, airborne in the air? You didn't realize it, and just like, fuck's sake! Now it's just stupid. It's just.
It sucks. I mean, like, because I'd imagine most of us. I'm sorry, the virus is about to get me right now. As a matter of fact, but I do. Okay, so
sneezing isn't that fierce of a symptom. So you lying over here.
I'm lying. Oh, buddy.
Paleo infected you when it came down.
I guess the truth of the matter is that like this is a deadly virus. This has killed thousands and old folks and people with lung issues, people with low immunities or immunity issues with their bodies.
Immunocompromised.
There you go. I'm not saying this term right, but like there are people who are at risk, and I feel like this is a great test of humanity to go, how much do we care about people who need protection? And I do wonder at what point, if it's in our near future, where we go, this is costing us too much money. Fuck it. And it's like, if you're at risk, sorry, lock yourself in a room and hide until this is over. And it's like that could take years. So yeah, this shit's scary. It's kind of nothing quite knocks humanity off its chair of might than a virus that's like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm coming for you.
Or
I saw like this tweet earlier that was like, coronavirus got a 97% survival rate and the whole country panicking. And then someone like quote tweeted it with like, if I gave you 100 Skittles and told you 3 of them could kill you, I'm sure you would avoid those fucking Skittles. Okay, shit. Like
that. You're right. I wouldn't want to take a handful of Skittles and go 3 are going to kill you. Be like, no, Skittles suck. So
sour Skittles hurt. Them shits hurt, man. They're delicious, but like they
especially if you got to cut.
Yeah, if you eat too many at once, it's like
ow. They're so good though.
Yeah,
I just found it interesting that people are like, Tom Hanks got it and Idris Elba got it. It's like, of course, yeah, they're human beings. They're not like any superior to you in the fact that they're humans.
But it's humanizing. Like it makes you realize that it's like, because you're right.
Like celebrities are just human.
Yes, because we put them on a pedestal and we think they're untouchable, that they can't be hurt. And it's like, no, they can. And that's
important. You said they can't be hurt. Like herpes.
I was like, I'm pretty sure a lot of them probably have herpes.
Surprisingly, a lot of them do. From all the fucking.
You say that with like authority, like
I will have you know.
I'm just giving you heads up.
Oh no.
But anyway, onward to Onward.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Onward.
So yeah, Onward. Yeah, it came out at a very weird time, but also I think it was kind of the perfect storm for it to be one of the worst openings for Pixar. I think it is the worst opening, like even worse than Good Dinosaur. Because it just didn't seem like there was a lot of hype leading up to it, other than the controversy.
I don't know about hype. Like, okay, there was definitely like advertising. I know.
Yeah, there was advertising, but I'm talking about like a general consensus of like, oh yeah, I'm going to go see this.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think it. I think I probably should shift this in my review. Despite the magic, despite the idea it's a modern fantasy setting, I don't think they did a good job of really selling that. Where it's like it's a modern setting, but look at all the dragons and the magic and all of the centaurs and all of like why it's outstanding and different. And I know that the movies don't necessarily need that because Up is pretty tame at its core, except for like the floating house and the birds and dogs and never mind. But I guess the trailers for Onward, like I don't know. Isn't it Pixar kind of infamous for not making really good trailers? They're kind of like just Well,
I mean, like,
I heard
was
from
mega not interested in seeing this movie so much so that I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, same.
I looked at it, I was just like, nah, that ain't.
It didn't do anything for me because I was listening to the Double Toasted review and they brought up like a valid point or something, like to go off what Saber was saying about like how like, okay, this is a world that's had like magic and it's with all these creatures for years and stuff like that. And then like there's this biker scene with all these pixies and stuff like that, and they're like, it takes like 5 of them to ride one bike. Like, why would it take 5 of them? Why wouldn't they have like bikes designed?
Yeah, why wouldn't they have their own?
Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense. It's like they're taking over like an actual bike and using it. It's just like, yeah, that's a very valid point. Like if everything was like that for hundreds of thousands of years, and it would have been like, oh, we are adapting now, and they have this.
I didn't really care for that scene. I thought they're kind of like there was a quick novelty to it, where it's like, okay, they're upset little pixies. I get it.
Another thing they brought up with the Double Toasted review was like how like this is in every road trip movie. Like it was also in the Sonic movie. With the friggin' biker gang at a stop or whatever. Yeah,
it's in every movie,
every road trip movie ever.
I was gonna say I think it would have been much better. We talked about this, Paleo, where like the entire idea of like magic leaving the world.
Yeah,
is like it's like, okay, this magic that you all claim that was in the world that was so popular. Yes, it's hard to understand. It's not easy to master. That makes sense. That being said, some of these spells are like, I can bring people back from the dead. I can levitate. I can increase the size of matter or shrink it. These are spells where like technology can't accomplish that. And I think it would have served the movie better if it's like gave us more of a reason why magic was leaving the world. Where it's like it's hard to understand. It's hard.
It was like, no, it's just because it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you can say that where it's like, you know, it's difficult to master and that there are maybe less teachers to teach it or whatever. But like it would have made more sense if like we turned our back on magic and magic left us, or something like.
And like you were trying to think of what like thing had done that before, what movie had done that, and I was like, oh my god, it was Adventure Time. Adventure Time did that.
Yep. Adventure Time did that.
Like part of the lore with the elements in Adventure Time is like when before like the apocalypse happened in Adventure Time to make the land of Ooo, it was just like modern day, but the reason like magic left because like all these modern appliances started coming in and like the elements just grew weaker. They couldn't have that much power anymore.
See, I like that. I like the idea of like magic left the world and that it was kind of like, or maybe also like there were people who tried to keep on to it, but it was like something you're also born with, which the movie also doesn't explain that either. It's like Barlow tried doing magic. He couldn't do it. So is it more than just saying it? Do you have to be born with it? They didn't really talk about that. It implied it, but they didn't really address it head on. I think it would have been much better for the movie. Scrap the pixies. I think it'd be great if Barley was like, I know a group of wizards. These guys still practice magic. And it's like those wizards from like Pale used to this
from King of the Hill
episode, where they're like a bunch of wannabe wizards who think highly of themselves, live in their mom's basement. They actually know magic, but they're like, magic left the world. It's gone now. It's but we still try to practice it. And then Ian does it, and they're like, "What the fuck? He can do magic. Actually, can do magic." And have them, because that way you can explain why magic is like so rare. It's not just, oh, we're done with it. We're done with it. I'm like, no. If magic could do that, it wouldn't be so easily. It wouldn't have been easily thrown away. So that's a qualm. But I guess overall, it's like modern elf boy,
rat boy.
It just didn't really pop, That all being said, it's a good movie. I just don't think it really popped for kids or for older audiences. It's like, oh, it's just, like somebody said it. It's a road trip movie. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
Which is its own genre at this point for real.
Yeah. So Onward, I'm a bit more excited for Soul. I guess we can talk about that next because like that's connected. Because Pixar's trailer for Soul came out, the full trailer rather than just the teaser. But the trailer for Soul has me very interested now.
I know why, because it looks like Inside Out.
It does look like Inside Out.
That's why you interested.
Yeah. And also, Jim brought up this point on his movie crap. Is that it has some of the like the 2D looking characters look kind of like the UPA style of UPA cartoons, like back in the 50s. So that's very interesting. And it's being directed by Pete Docter, which I don't think he's missed. He's never missed.
You don't miss.
You don't miss.
Pete's. There's a reason why they put him in charge of Pixar. Was one of the co-people in charge. Inside Out, Monsters Inc. They're all fantastic. And Soul, I think the moment that sold me was in the trailer where they were like, oh, okay, implying, of course, that he's the main character's dead. But them saying, what is this room? Oh, these are souls before you're born. And I'm like, you have my attention. Because that is something that we humans don't really talk about too often is what was before nothing.
Yeah, we always talk about the afterlife, but not anything before.
But before life. And then that caught me. I'm like, that is awesome. I guarantee you this movie is related to some creator having existential dread, staying up at night saying, where are you before you're born? That's what this movie is. And as somebody who hates the idea of existential dread, it seemed like this is going to be a very cathartic, therapeutic movie. I love it. It looks stylized, looks beautiful. I like the fuzziness of the characters. There's some really beautiful settings with like just New York.
Yeah.
The human characters are like stylized just enough to make them look cartoony. I'm excited.
Yeah, I love like the 2D effects over the 3D bodies. That's nice.
Is it going to be therapeutic, or is it going to throw you farther into the dread?
It's going to be both. It's going to be both. Where it's like, this is, because when you ever talk about the topic, it's like you're going to be uncomfortable because something that's so out of your grasp of understanding. But at the same time, it's going to be comforting, like, hey, it's okay. And I imagine this movie is going to be very like emotional. I mean, I even got a little bit emotional watching the trailer where I'm like, oh, this is going to be beautiful. Like, again, Pete Docter, he don't miss. I'm excited. I think Soul might be one of like the best things Pixar's made in quite some time, which is good. So that last trailer really sold me on it.
Yeah,
sold.
Well, yeah. All right. I guess we'll move on to another trailer that we that came out. The trailer for Connected. That is by Sony Animation. Yeah. And it's by Christopher Lord and wait, where's it? Christopher Miller. It's Lord and Miller. I always forget their first names. Which one goes to which?
Chris Miller, right?
Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Yeah.
I think it looks great. I'm excited to be in the movie.
Yeah, it's just Saber.
I'm excited. Actually, it looks a lot like Ben Brode from Hearthstone, or one of the guys who used to work on Hearthstone. I'm excited. I know that like it's not being directed by Phil. I almost said that right there, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. But having them produce on it is already like, because I think they value their brand, that when they put their name on something, they want to make sure it's good. And I mean, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball is great. Spider-Verse is God tier. I think this one will be good. And I like the character designs. There's some really interesting moments where like there's like the characters are emoting and like these abstract like animations surround them.
Yeah.
I like that. I think this movie is going to enter. I'm going to say it. It seems that like we've gotten to a point where it's like computer animation alone has made tremendous steps forward. But now folks are going, what can we do to blend this like the way that Klaus did, where we can use 2D animation to enhance the 3D animation? And I'm so excited about that kind of chemistry. I think some really amazing things are going to be unlocked here in the near future. I can't wait. And I think Connected will be no exception to that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I heard some people like complaining about the art style. Honestly, I think it looks gorgeous.
I think it looks really good.
I like the big eyes. Good expressions.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's just as much as I love Disney and Pixar, it's just not that art style, and I'm all for it. I get enough of it.
It reminds me of like how a sort of an evolution of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, that style.
Right.
The only thing that concerns me about this movie is where its story might go. Though people have told me on Twitter that Phil Lord and Chris Miller have like sort of doused those doubts a little bit. Though I won't really like. Where
do you think it's going?
Huh? Just like technology bad.
Okay.
But like Phil Lord and Chris Miller, people have pointed to me that they've said like, no, it's not going to be like that, and it's going to be like told in a different way, and which I can see how they can go that way, but I'll have to see it to believe it. That's the thing.
It's going to be a story of, it's called Connected, so come on. It's going to be about a father who doesn't feel connected with his child, even though she's on social media using the internet all the time. So it's going to be them talking and communicating. Father, it's not the technology. It's something else. It's you and me. We drifted away somewhere other point. This is just you have to understand that this is what life is nowadays with a phone like this, but at the same time, doesn't mean we can't communicate. But it's not just the technology. It's that you and I aren't communicating. And I think that's an important story. I think if that's told right, it really drills into the issue of what boomers think of millennials and zoomers with technology. It's like, no. It's not the technology itself. It's that we aren't talking. Like, even if this phone isn't here, I still wouldn't be talking to you. So, yes, I look forward to seeing it. I think man, because like Angry Birds 2, I haven't seen it yet, but it's like that came after Spider-Verse. Oh, give us I wish I want to see like a golden era for Sony where it's like, oh shit, here we go.
Sometimes like studios just do things and you're like, where did that come from? And then they go right back to status quo and you're like, oh okay. Spider-Verse, the Peanuts movie. I was like, hello, and then I went back to
Ice Age. Went back to Ice Age.
Well,
yeah, they did.
Spider-Verse just feels like the diamond, and they were like, it was just like they were under so much pressure to put. Yeah, exactly. Because it was just like, okay, look, just give us fucking Spider-Man, son. You can't do anything with him. Like, no, we're gonna do something. Like, no, give us fucking the boy. Give us the boy now. Like, no, give us a chance. And then it's just like a diamond formed under pressure. They made like the best Spider-Man movie ever. Fucking design is just amazing because they're just like, oh shit. All right, you worked hard. Oh yeah, you can keep half of Spider-Man. Whatever, do your shit. It's just like,
Rich Moore is working there now, and he did Zootopia. So
yeah,
I think there's potential. It could be.
Well,
fix that.
You froze. Saber, you froze.
Like, what was that?
It was delayed, but you froze for a bit. We didn't hear anything you said there.
This cord is having server issues, so that could be
a virus. It's getting digital now.
Wouldn't that be crazy? A virus that like goes by all.
That's like
the digital shit. It's some Digimon fucking virus.
Yeah, Digimon virus.
Spores, fucking black spores going everywhere.
Coronavirus,
the champions change into dead people.
Oh my god,
that's terrible.
Saber, you there?
Yep, hear me.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, it seems that Sony offers more creative freedom. That's my guess, at least.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's why folks are going to it.
All right. Now let's go into some of the shows. First, let's talk about season 3 of Castlevania.
Oh,
it's really good.
Or how I fucking hate you, but I love you, but I fucking hate you. But you know what? I would have did that shit proper. I would have she wouldn't have time to do shit because girl, you want time to say anything now, girl. All
right, so I'm for Castlevania season 3. I'm gonna put a spoiler tag up. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Put it.
So yeah, if you want to hear anything about spoilers for Castlevania season 3, just mute the stream and then unmute it when I put the spoiler tag off.
Right?
Yeah, it's up now.
Right. I'd fuck the shit out of Lenore.
Lenore!
Yeah.
When I was watching with Saber and we kept making jokes about like Bill from King of the Hill, like Lenore.
No, did you see the meme with him and Lenore talking to each other on Twitter?
What, with Bill?
Yeah, someone edited Bill talking to Lenore in the cage, like he was sitting in the cage talking to her. That shit was fucking. Let me see if I can find it.
That's pretty funny.
Oh my god, I want to find. Yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah, like that Hector. If he had hit it properly, then she wouldn't have had time to be like, fucking like, shut up. Yeah. Isaac was king though.
Isaac was great.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
He was like, I'm not going to be tricked by anybody.
Yeah, I loved him when he talked to that captain, and then they had the captain was just like, I'm just gonna kill you and take your ship. And it's just like, do you know how to drive a boat? Shit ain't hard. It's not hard. This motherfucker thinks this shit ain't hard.
That guy called his bluff so hard. Yeah. And I love how they introduced him. He was like, I'm bored. Let's get going. I'm bored.
I'm bored. And I want to get God to be here.
That's great.
Yeah. Me can't believe.
Well, I think that's Isaac's character growth, is realizing that, like, 'cause he's been taught that humanity is evil. He thinks that every human should be wiped out. The question is, should every human be punished for the evil deeds of a few? And in his journey, he's meeting humans who aren't all evil, that they are good people, like the merchant and the sailor or the sea captain,
crazy woman,
and the crazy woman. So, like, well,
I mean, she was a bit mad. Like, she even said that. She was like, I'm a rather mad person.
So I think that's going to be Isaac's journey, is like when he'll eventually have a major qualm. He might have a misfire where he kills somebody who's innocent and it wrecks him. But like, Isaac's story is great. See him like Sypha and Belle and Trevor just doing their own thing. But I guess that entire idea of like there's a hell door, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
The entire thing with Hector getting fucked up by the vampire, by Lenore and her vampire sisters.
Lenore's fine ass. She was fine as fuck, man. God damn.
Bill would give in to that Lenore like that.
No, he would have done the first day. He would have like, you want me to make some night demons for you? Okay, I'll do it. Just get my spear. Okay, I'll go do this for you right now.
Which I
made
like
like
so that means it's Hank and Peggy or Sypha and Trevor.
Man, I can't believe this fucking hell door. What is this guy doing? These little boys.
He's got like a propane whip or something.
He's got a propane, like it's like a fucking mace, but it's a propane can at the end, and then when it hits, it explodes, like his fucking whatever thing he has that explodes.
Who'd be Isaac then? Would it just be
Isaac? Is that fucking black guy who who's voiced by Chris Rock, but then was
Yeah,
voiced
yeah.
by Phil Rock because they couldn't afford Chris Rock for later.
Yeah, Roger.
No, Boomhauer. Man, I tell you what, man, dang on humans.
It would be
man.
Boomhauer.
It's fucking
It would be
stupid,
Boomhauer.
man.
Boomhauer would be
Fucking
Isaac?
human, man.
No, you're right, because that's Boomhauer is a man with a lot of thought behind his eyes, but a man of few words. I like that.
I'll tell you what, man, dang on human, man, I'll drink his lime and water, and I'll drown him, man.
You know who'd be Saint Germain is fucking Mr. Strickland. I can't open up this hell door. Give me a second.
Blue heel hand. God dang it.
Wait, who'd be Bobby?
Hale is fucking
Dracula.
Dracula? What?
All these humans need to be eradicated.
No, Dracula's fucking Cotton. It's Cotton.
Yes!
Yeah,
That would be.
is like, back in my day, I killed many Draculas. I killed many men, I impaled them all on sticks. And they blew my shins right off, but they grew back because I'm Dracula.
So, oh my God, Alucard's Dale.
Hey.
It's John Redcorn and Nancy who are the twins.
Redcorn and Nancy. What are you doing in my book? I'll teach you how to use all your weapons.
We're trying to treat you, Shug. It's just going down to the bed.
treat you, Shug. We
So, yeah.
love you, Shug.
About Castlevania for season 3, it's the most episodes so far out of a season. It's 10 episodes.
10.
The first episode was
Yeah.
4. The first season was 4. The second was 8.
8.
The third
Next
one
is
is
gonna
10.
be 12. Next is going to be 12, I'm calling it.
But yeah, this episode had or not. I keep saying episode when I mean season. This season had a lot of build up with the dialogue, and the dialogue's really good.
Yeah, it's like a certain show they turned to shit. So
Yeah, it is like a certain show they turned to shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fucking Star.
I wasn't talking about that one, but
I know exactly. I know.
But yeah, it's very Game of Thrones like when Game of Thrones was good.
Solid Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Solid GOTs.
and then the last 3 episodes are like very intense.
Episode 9 especially.
Yeah,
Like, I was just like, like I was, what's going on here? Oh, yeah.
There's
Like-
some wonderful choreography with the fights. Love it.
Yeah, the fights are always great. And then like
That was the most sexualized episode.
You saw a dick.
yeah.
You saw a dick. Yeah, you saw Hector's dick in the when he tried to punk Lenore, and she was just like, "Bitch!" She like threw him, and you like see his like little mushroom tip in the wind, and it's just like, yeah, so
Yeah.
That
Hero,
was like the whole
what do you
season.
have there?
What?
What'd you make?
There's some fried rice, macaroni and cheese, cauliflower, and
Ooh.
chicken.
Nice. Very good.
Nice. Get those. It's important. Starch, protein, veggies.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say about Castlevania before we?
Yeah, Castlevania. Y'all should watch it. It's really fucking good. And yeah, I would bang that Lenore chick so hard that she wouldn't have a chance to do what she did. So yeah, I would.
Those vampire chicks, man, they terrify me.
Yeah, I
All
know
of them.
exactly. I like the big buff one. And
Yes.
she was
Oh
really
yeah,
popular.
the Russian
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, the Russian one. And then like I love how like they all have like a certain thing about them. And then like she was saying like, oh, this one likes to torture her food. This one likes to like just kill her food on the spot. I like to do this and blah blah blah. And I love when they were talking about that sort of thing. It was interesting. And I love how they bring up the fact that vampires can eat food. They just need blood to drink.
Yeah, they
'Cause I
need
love-
blood for sustenance.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
love how like they every now and then like you forget like, oh yeah, this is a funny show, because like in season 2 they had that whole scene where it's just like why can't vampires cross running water? I've been on boats, I've taken baths, and it's just like a bath is not running water. Yes, it is. It's just like,
It's cool because they're like, I mean, gosh, you're setting your own rules, and in that while you're doing that, you can take into consideration what's already established and kind of commonly known rules, and like the running water, or like I know that in what we do in the shadows, I think that's the name of the series or the movie. It's a series too. Like there was a scene where one of the vampires ate a fry and like threw up, where it's like, oh, you can't eat human food, like you can only drink blood.
Yeah. Like with Marceline in Adventure Time, she can't eat anything, but she can suck the red out of anything.
Yeah, she can suck the red out. Also, there was like a nice little thing, like when when Dracula went to go recruit Isaac. There's a thing where he's like outside his door, and Isaac's like, "Well, what do you want?" And he's just like, "Invite me in, Isaac," because there's that whole thing of like, invite vampires.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that was a cool thing where he was like talking about it, and I was just like, "There's so many little details like that where it's just like, oh yeah, if you put salt on silver, then it can damage you, and like, or if you do this, like you have to stake him through the heart and do this to like kill him officially or decapitate him." And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah. All right. So going to a different show to talk about. I think we can all talk about it. Before we go to spoilers, we can just go about our general thoughts before we go to spoilers for it. But Beastars came out on Netflix, and I think we've all watched it now.
I read it before all of you.
Why do you even have him on the show?
So your Beastar persona would be a pig?
Yes. Yes, actually, there's someone later in the series. One thing I will say, and this is just not like Lisa, the only reason I read it was because
because of Baki, right?
Yeah, the Baki thing.
Yeah,
that's it. Like that is literally the only reason I read it was the Baki thing. Like that.
It's
not a spoiler, Saber. It's not
a
spoiler.
It's because he read it because Baki's daughter made it, or the creator of
Baki had a daughter, and she wrote that series, and she always does little references to Baki in her series that if you've read Baki, you can go, oh, that's a little Easter egg. She's just like, I got you, Pops. And I'm just like, that's cool. So like there are little things like that. So
general thoughts before we go into spoilers, because I'm pretty sure we want to talk a little bit about spoilers. I'm very surprised at how well this anime looks for a 3D anime. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very surprising.
I'm not even sure how to like put it into words. Like when we were watching it, Pele, you said that there are moments where it looks like it's 2D, and it very well could be. We just don't.
Yeah, because there are like some scenes that I was like, okay, that has to be 2D. But then there's other scenes like, okay, that looks 2D, and then it turns to 3D. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, something that the way they designed it, it works so well with the 2D backgrounds. Because it's not like a 3D world, the 2D background.
Though there are certain moments where there's like camera angles that go around where it is a 3D like set. It looks really good.
You can tell a lot of care went into this, where like if we're going to do these 3D models, because at first when I first saw the 3D models in the first like few minutes of the show, I was like, I don't know if I dig this. This is kind of weird. The way also like it seemed like the frame rate was a bit lower. Which is not inherently bad, but it can also be an issue where it just looks like it's chugging. But like they made it work. The show is outstanding with its visuals, and I love the character designs. It's like, okay. At first, I was wondering why they look like, because like BoJack Horseman kind of does it too, where it's the animal heads on the body.
Yeah.
And where BoJack does it, they do it for comedy. For here, I thought it looked a bit silly just seeing a wolf's head on a human body, or a peacock's head on a human's body. But it's like, no, they did this because of the themes of the show, and one of those main themes being your primal instincts about your inner nature, and what, how predators are like, we can't help it that we're strong. We can't help it that we're ferocious. We can't help it that there's a voice inside of our head saying, I want to fucking eat you. Like, that's a big part of the show. And I realized if it was too if it wasn't anthro enough, like if it's like, okay, like Zootopia,
like feral, if you will.
Or if it's like
Zootopia is like the animals on their hind legs. Like that.
Is like, where Beastars is more like human bodies with animal features.
Yeah, because like you see like that whole scene with like Lou, you see his feet and they're human feet. But
they're human feet with like claws.
If it was, let's just say, oh, I'm a wolf, and it's just some human with wolf ears and sharp fingers, and
like Inuyasha.
Yes, and a wolf's tail. I think this wouldn't sell it as much.
Yeah, it was like that's not really anthro, but like with having like the wolf head and everything and the tail,
that sells it.
Yeah,
that sells it because like having a human body, it's like okay, we are an intelligent society, and we've grown above our primal needs. It's like okay. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go eat you because I'm a predator.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Because like with Zootopia, it was different because like they completely got past that in Zootopia.
Yes, in Zootopia, it's like okay, you don't go primal. There are assholes, and there are people who will use their natural features to fuck your shit up, but it's not them. Yeah, like when Gideon cut Judy with his nails, that was him using his fox features. But it wasn't like he was going feral. Here, it's like no, it's not like you're shot with a blueberry and you turn primal. It's like I think every single predator has that voice inside of them, and it's up to them to repress it, or it's up to society to say it's okay if you have that voice. Come over here, we'll take care of it for you.
Yeah,
so it's a bit more intricate.
Yeah, I was going to say with the BoJack comparison about how they kind of look, because like with BoJack, everything's the same size. Like even flies are like the size of a human. With this, they're proportionate to how like tall they would be if they were human. Some things I'm not sure would be quite as like tall or not tall enough, because there's certain like characters where I'm looking at, I was like, I think an elephant would be a lot taller than that if they had human proportions.
Or for example, like the hen.
Yeah.
Like
with the hen, it was like she's like almost as tall as Legoshi. And I'm like, would a chicken be that big? I don't think so.
No.
I actually love that little bit with the chicken. I was like, this is like filler, but it's
that was pretty good.
Actually, it was in the manga, so it's not filler.
But yeah, the thing is, like with that whole thing, like Saber was wondering about that too, and so was I. I was like, so eggs?
Can we go into spoilers?
Yeah. So we're gonna go into spoilers now and talk about Beastars as far as like the story and the plot and everything. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix right now. You can watch it subbed or dub.
And dub's really good.
Yeah, it was surprisingly good.
So
Kari from Digimon voices Haru. That made me just nostalgically enjoy it. Like, oh my god,
that's an interesting crossover.
Yeah, so we got the spoiler tag on now. If you don't want to hear spoilers, just mute the stream, and then I'll put it off when we're done.
A story about Outcast. You got one on one end who is the prey, and for her, it's like being taken advantage of and using like there, because leading up to there's an episode where she tells why she's so promiscuous, and that's because that's her only time where she feels like she's an equal. That speaks loudly. I thought that was very well done, very well told.
Yeah,
when she was undressed for Legoshi, is that his name?
Lugosi. Yeah, because it's like his name is based off Bella Lugosi, but
that's
Lugosi,
what I was wondering.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it sounds like Lugosi. So that caught, I was like, that's very well told. Like, because I thought she was an innocent little bunny until she was tripping down, and I was like, what the man? She gonna fuck this wolf? Because they hint at the beginning, it's like, oh, she fucks around, she's promiscuous, and I'm like, oh, it's probably just a bunch of. Oh, she does. Holy shit! But that. Her reasons behind it was like, that's very emotional. I mean, to basically make your body available to folks just so you can be seen as not a human, but as an equal. That's deep.
I love the fact that they actually have like, because in other series they have characters like that, but they never go fully. I like the fact that this is a main character, and this is one of the primary like parts of their character is why they do that. Like I think even Hero said that too. Like
we were talking with Jax's friend Katie last night.
Wait, she's not your friend? Wow.
She was your friend first. People gonna be like, who's Katie?
You could just say our friend Katie.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
My friend Katie.
My friend. No one else is. She's my friend. She's my friend.
Katie.
Okay. My friend Katie.
How dare you?
We were talking to her last night, and yeah, like Jack said, she actually brought up the point. She was like, the fact, like, Haru's character is really interesting because they're like people like that legitimately in the world who are like promiscuous and not for any like bad reason. They're like, they just happen to be promiscuous. That's just their lifestyle. I feel like that is never talked about in the way that this show has talked about it. Like they never down her for it. It's just, yeah, she is a promiscuous main character. There you have it.
Yeah.
So something that they did in the show, they applaud them for doing this. Because it really was sealed the deal for tension for me. Is how at the beginning, it's like somebody killed Tim, the alpaca, and it's like, who was it? Was it Legoshi?
The tiger. I'm betting the tiger.
That's what I'm betting.
But also you have him, Legoshi, attack Haru. And it's like that. That's so good because, like in Zootopia, it's a switch. Oh, I'm not primal, or I've been hit with a night howler. I am primal, so it's almost like an activator. Here,
Primal's a good show.
It's like it is very good. Here, it's like no. Every single predator has that inner voice. They could snap on you at any moment. What prevents that? Is it just willpower? Is it like suppression by just having, by eating other prey and that's what keeps it down?
Well, they said like with the black market, is like this is something we have to go to as an adult.
Well, and I think that's interesting because it adds a level of kind of a, it's not black or white, it's gray, where it's like Legoshi doesn't want to eat. Well, he does. Want to eat Haru, but he
clearly wants to eat. Yes.
Yeah, he wants to, but he doesn't want to because he doesn't want to kill her. But there's like you're hearing them describe it so eloquently, like I don't know, just like I can feel her warm blood, her warm flesh, and it's just driving me
so
mad.
Soft.
Exactly, and then also kind of like how they parallel. How do I want to fuck her? Do I want to eat her? What do I want to do? Both. And that's just I love it the way they're playing on because like we as humans we aren't animals. I mean, we're animals, but we're not like. Oh, it's time to go migrate, or it's time to lay eggs or whatever. It's time to do this thing.
It's time to quarantine ourselves in our homes.
We're a lot more willpower based. We gotta quarantine the furries. But I guess what I'm getting at, I like this entire struggle of willpower versus instincts. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It's something where it's like having anther animals like this in the story. It's great.
Oh, I was one backstory I wasn't expecting them to like go into, but they went into was Louis' backstory. And yeah, I wanted to ask the hero because when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this just seems so similar to Promised Neverland.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say. You're right.
Yeah.
You're literally correct. Like, it is.
I was like raising kids for food.
For food, yeah. Louis is not my favorite character, but I think he is the most interesting character in this entire show.
Yeah,
like
100%.
That's the thing with. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm good. You go.
No, because like, okay, so we're all past this point, so it's not a spoiler at all, even though spoilers are up for the screen. But like, all right, so this is my only one thing that I'll go like in the manga did this. Like, this is the only thing I'll bring up, and it's not a spoiler because we're all past it now. So there's an incident in the anime where Louis gets scratched. Like he gets scratched, and it's like kind of pan away to the next scene, and it kind of feels a bit too fast. Like, okay, what was that? Like, is there something going on with that? And then like you get to the whole scene with Juno, and she's holding him down, and she's just like, oh well, if we kiss right now, I could like make out with you. Now, there's a big scene that happens like with that again, I guess I was hoping they were going to put in the anime, but they in the Netflix version as a deleted scene or something like that, but they didn't. But what happened after the tiger scratches him? He goes up to him and he's just like, yo, man, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to. And then Louis just fucking pulls out a gun and is like, do you feel powerful now? Do you feel fucking powerful now? And he like puts it in his face and he's like, gun in his face, like, I'm above you fucking predators. Don't you ever fucking do this. And then so Juno saw that and was just like, oh, so this is why you hate predators. And so like, I was curious why they cut that out because later on at the end, you see Louis do the thing, and
Yeah.
it's just like
Interesting.
there's like a certain thing, and then there's like another scene that we're past it now, again, not spoiler, where they're fighting all the lions in the den. And then like there's a scene where they're trying to make it seem like it's just a fist fight where everyone's like going ham on like going at each other. But what they cut out was the fact that like the panda I fucking love, by the way. He's fucking
he's great.
He was the coolest OG.
So
oh my god.
And so like what happens is when him and Lugosi are fighting all these lions and stuff like that, in the anime, they try to make it seem like it's a fist fight, like they're all going through and it's just like a massive battle like that. What actually happens is in the manga, he pulls out a fucking like machine gun. It's like, all right, bitches, let's fucking do it. And like unloads on it and shit like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
And so he like is able to get upstairs easier because before it was just like sort of making you go like, how the fuck is a wolf and a panda going to lions by itself?
That's one of my biggest things I was wondering about this show is that when it comes to nature, an elephant can stomp a lion.
Yeah,
a lion can shred a deer. Humans are smart. As long as we have weapons, we level the playing field by a considerable amount. I don't care if you're a grizzly bear, if I have a shotgun, I'm going to kill it. So that kind of, I was wondering how they're going to handle that. And they kind of talk about where, you know, like when at the end when Louis had his gun, it's like, well, I'm not sure how a predator can be a problem. Like I know that predators are stronger, faster, maybe have more killing intent. But Louis is still like, well, that's cool, but I have a gun. So that levels the playing field where they're not all helpless. Because there's a certain point where I'm like,
but not everyone can have a gun, though.
Yeah, because that lion had a gun too. So it's
we
just
don't
like,
all have guns.
Yeah, because it pulls the whole thing of just like like the thing Paleo sent me the other day of just like, I trained for this many years in this. What you got? I got a gun. Oh, okay. It's just like, okay, well, you want to play that game? All right. If I'm gonna fight, I might as well win. Blam! It's just like I can get a gun too. So it's just it's a dual thing like that though.
So I understand why you think that scene should be in. I'm still, or the you know, getting scratched and Louis pulling out the gun. I understand why you think it should be in. I am honestly with you. I think that should have been in. That's important context. Here's why I think they didn't put that scene in. Because before Louis pulls out the gun in the tower, you've never seen like Louis with a gun. So you never know that he would go to that level.
Right.
And when he pulls out the gun and you see it's Louis, it like pans to him, you're like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Right? So you get the oh shit moment. Where I think if they showed it beforehand. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If they showed it before, I don't think the impact would have been as strong.
Well, Louis is like completely mirror your sentiment, Hero. He's one of the most interesting characters because he's a guy who's a prey who does not want to be a victim. I was going to be sold for food. I grew up to be strong. I broke my leg. I'm still going to fucking dance because I can't see him weak. I can't see him like I'm a prey. I am not a prey. I will not be your fucking flesh. And that is wonderful because like that level of drive works for like the serious anime character art, you know, type where it's like, you know, oh man, get out of my way, punk. So the show just does a great job establishing the different kinds of characters we're dealing with, and they feel so fleshed out and distinguished, and they work so well with each other. Where like, you know, Legoshi could just rip out Louis' throat if he wanted to, but Legoshi is also a pushover who's trying to be sweet. And deliberately so, versus Louis, who's like, I would give anything to have the strength and like radiating the power that Legoshi does. Though that power that Legoshi radiates freaks people out. I don't think he likes that, but he kind of does. Oh, it's wild.
Also,
Juno's cute.
I think I like Juno more than other people do. I'm like, that character is really cool.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people got like turned off of like the idea of Juno when she like started being mean. I was like, no, that's
kind of hot.
That's not what I'm saying.
I agree. Hero,
come on, dog.
I would fuck her too.
Oh my god.
I get what you're saying here. No, Hero, I'm actually honest. I can get what you're saying because like the way I see it is she's a teenage girl, and this other one is just you're with this. You fucking nasty. Yeah, you nasty. But like, it's like you want this fucking small ass rabbit, and when you could have all this, are you fucking
right?
She's
confident, right?
Yeah.
And
again,
it's what she wants.
Instinct versus willpower, because it almost seems like a foregone conclusion where Legoshi should go with her. She's beautiful. She's a wolf. It instinctually makes sense. But it's his willpower, you know, it's nature versus nurture and shit like that. And he doesn't want Juno. He could just have her.
she's willing to give herself to him, and he's like, I want Haru because she brings out something in me that I need to address, and it makes me feel better, and also awful at the same time.
Yeah, I just want to. There was one scene. Okay, so like I think a lot of people are like, Legacy is my spirit animal or whatever, and like for real, I think like point for point almost, I feel like I'm this character. When my dude was in the hotel with Haru, and like the second to last or last episode, one of the two, I can't remember.
Second to last episode.
Second to last, right?
Yeah, it was the second to last.
She's on the bed and she's like, "Come on the bed with me." My dude said. He sat down with his hands between his legs, like, I ain't touching you. I ain't touching you. I put no hands on you. I'm like, yo, my dude, I feel it.
To be fair, he did try to make the first move.
He did
because he was like sitting down next to her, and then she was looking up at him, and he started leaning in. He's just like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that." And then she like started to feel it, and it was just like, okay. It's just like
I just love it when he sat down with his hands between his legs. I was like, my dude, I get it. I understand.
It's also really wonderful how they utilize the different types of animals and how like. Legoshi can smell,
Yeah, he has really good sense of smell.
Or which wolves do. And then Haru's small, but she's she can run and she can hear things, but still sometimes it's not enough. You've got the elephant characters who are big and massive, and you get that peacock or that one crane with his long neck and stuff.
I love him. He's great.
He's great. There's some really wonderful designs, and it's a fun, colorful world full of potential and drama, and it's a wonderful blend of humanoid and anthro storytelling, and I love it. I'm so for this. I love it.
And we gotta stop talking about Beastars.
All right, we're gonna stop talking about spoilers now. So I'll turn the spoiler screen off. So we're finished talking about Beastars. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. You can watch it subbed or dubbed. It's really great. And next, let's talk about some news for things before we go into Q&A. So this is interesting. Apparently, there's going to be a Last of Us TV show on HBO.
Fitting.
Yeah. Yeah, right now. Yeah, I don't think it's just like in the pre-production stages at the moment. So no filming at the moment. But yeah, this is interesting. There's a lot more shows based on video games coming out. Which I think shows are a better fit for video game adaptations than movies, because games, people forget, take a long time to like beat, and with a show you have that time to do it, to like tell that story. With a movie you just get like an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours. So I think TV shows are just a better medium for adapting video games.
Yeah, they're having a Halo show come out soon too.
Yeah. So because like the Witcher series did really well with people, Castlevania's
not necessarily a video game. It was a book first, right?
Yeah, it was a book first, but it got popular because of video games.
Okay.
Yeah. There was something about the creator or the author of the book series, like trying to get his rights back to the books, but like I think he like sold the rights.
The games.
Yeah, he like sold the rights to the books. Is like whatever, and then like the games started making a bunch of money. He's like, well, I want those. Well, you don't have the rights anymore. So
man, you learn about like no tradesy backsies in like second grade, my guy. Like, come on.
I don't know the full story of that, but I just heard about it.
Take your backer.
But a Last of Us TV show, I think it would do pretty well. Because it's already very much like very cinematic with that game. And they could actually expand the universe a bit more with that, having like other people's stories going on within that universe of like dealing with these fungus like zombies. So yeah, and it's going to be on HBO, and I think it's what the producer of Chernobyl is making it. And I've heard Chernobyl is like a really good show.
I still need to watch that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody brought up Cuphead. There's going to be a TV series for Cuphead on Netflix coming out this year. So that'll be
What
interesting.
could the story of that possibly be other than Cuphead? And
Just shorts.
I mean, you could just make like a series from it.
Yeah.
Like you could just like make a little, I guess, cartoon like SpongeBob Patrick sort of thing.
Is it gonna be Rubber Hose? That'd be
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, I guess it would be in the same kind of style or same kind of stories that, you know, the Mickey Mouse shorts have been doing.
Like little Timmy's like, Grandpa, why are they bouncing up and down so much? And Grandpa's like, man, you are so young.
My
Grandpa's not alive anymore.
You're right. Are you gonna say Saber?
never mind.
Okay.
All right, another thing. There's going to be a live-action Beauty and the Beast prequel series starring Gaston and LeFou.
Wait,
on
so
Disney
like
Plus.
People from the movie?
Yeah, the people from the movie.
Oh, fuck that shit. Who cares?
I don't give
That
a
sounds very boring.
Doesn't matter.
Wait, who is that for? Like, what audience is that for? Exactly?
I don't know.
Not kids. Stupid.
No, it's not kids. Kids don't care.
They better not care.
Yeah, why would you give Gaston LeFou a series?
Well, that's how they met and fell in love, and they get back out, and they're all beautiful and progressive. And it's awesome.
If it was animated LeFou and Gaston, you better believe I'd be watching it.
Oh,
Yeah,
goddamn, yeah.
yeah.
'Cause animated Gaston is just fucking brilliant as a character. It's just
Gaston,
like, yeah.
nobody liked my Twitter account.
Like that. Remember that fucking episode of Mouse in the House? I mean, House of Mouse with like
Mouse in the House.
Yeah, exactly.
You just messing that up because of what Kurt Ritchie messed it up.
I almost no, because I was thinking of that Kurt Ritchie video, with,
Yeah.
like, Roxanne, and I was just like Mouse, and then I don't know, like a stupid tongue thing, but like that whole thing. Like where Gaston kept appearing in the House of Mouse, just like no one does this like Gaston. You're just being a dick to other Disney characters. Like, fucking food, man, get the fuck out. Who is this? Why is he here? It's just like Hercules, shut this motherfucker up. It's just like
Hercules shows up. He's like, no one what's like you?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Hercules too nice. Hercules
Yeah.
too soft. He
Did
would
you
fucking
imagine?
like, hey, dude, let's not. And then he accidentally pat him through the wall. Just like, sorry.
That couldn't be Goku though.
Yeah. He should have beat Goku. Can he fly?
All right. Next thing.
Goku.
Let's talk about how many movie delays there are. There are so many
like
movies.
New Mutants. It's just like you won't let me live. You won't let me die. What's wrong?
Yeah, fucking the New Mutants got pushed back
Again.
Yeah, again.
Fourth
Like,
time.
wasn't it supposed to come out like in 2018?
Yikes.
Oh, that poor movie.
What else got pushed back?
Well, there was the entire thing about like what Troll Wars World Tour, The Hunt, Invisible Man. Are they all coming to like streaming services?
Yeah, that was my next topic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But yeah, a bunch of stuff halting production. When I saw it on Twitter, I was like, Jurassic World Dominion, Jurassic World 3 halted production at the moment, and I'm like, no.
The Matrix halted production too.
Yeah, the Matrix 4 halted production. It should forever.
What do you even do with that? Like at all? It's like saying like
I haven't seen the third one, so I don't know if there's some.
I was about to say it's like making a Toy Story 4.
Okay.
Yeah, Mulan got delayed.
That movie is actually just destined to fail.
Yeah, that is destined to fail.
It's dead. It's dead. It's not gonna make it.
Especially because of this virus too.
I guarantee you they will put that movie on Disney Plus and they're like, just fuck it, just put it on.
Yeah, they're just gonna do that. But yeah, Fast 9 got delayed.
Fast 9. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got a new virus to fuck y'all. You family.
Yeah, help me out, chat. What else got delayed? Because I know there's a lot more.
Come on.
Because I know that the new James Bond got delayed. Which the Trolls actually took its place. James Bond got delayed until like November, I think, or September, sometime in the fall. But that was before this whole virus thing. Was when that got delayed. Yeah, Quiet Place 2 got delayed. Peter Rabbit 2.
Didn't Quiet Place 2 come out? Wasn't that supposed to come out? Like,
Quiet Place 2? No, it got delayed.
Okay.
Got postponed.
No, I was telling you, Paleo, that Godzilla versus King Kong was supposed to come out like last Friday.
Yeah.
They postponed it before the virus. They postponed it back in like January, I believe.
Yeah.
So right now I can only imagine
I think it was like November when they postponed it.
They're probably pretty excited. They're pretty hyped that they postponed it. But even then, I wonder if they're going to continue to postpone it.
Wait. Was Avatar 2 postponed?
Oh no! No!
Oh my god!
No!
Wait 11 years for this.
Avatar 7.
Some TV shows were halted production. Toon J said Grey's Anatomy, General Hospital, and Riverdale halted production.
Grey's Anatomy is still going on.
Yeah, I had no idea that was still going on.
Wait, really? I could have sworn Grey's Anatomy ended forever ago.
Yeah, I thought that ended years ago. Is there a
Like
reboot?
2011. Like, really?
Yeah, seriously. Is this a sequel series? Is it like 90210 and there's a different cast every generation or something?
Like the graphic.
Yeah. So yeah, bunch of stuff delayed. A lot. Oh yeah, some Disney Plus shows halted production. Wasn't it like Falcon and Winter Soldier halted production at the moment?
Good.
Or was it WandaVision? It was one of the two.
It doesn't matter. Good.
What's the next superhero movie from Marvel?
Black Widow, which I think also got delayed.
Is anyone like really like chomping at the bit to see that one? I don't know.
Not exactly.
No, Hero, I was talking to Laura about this, where last week I was like getting ready for bed, and I was like, man, I just don't care about superhero movies anymore. Like anything they're coming up with right now, I'm like, I'm just kind of lukewarm to it. I think, honest to God, I think for me, I might be over the superhero hype.
No, I got you. No, I agree with you completely, Saber, because like the thing is, besides the boys, that's just fun.
Yeah,
Boys
is
is
a great show.
yeah.
Yeah, because like the thing is, once Endgame like happened, that was just like I am so full and satisfied.
Yes.
Like,
Well
thank
said.
you. I am super well fed. I'm gonna go home.
Here's some more!
Don't be too well fed now.
Yeah, I love it, Hero. But anyways, like what happened was after that movie came out, I was just like, oh, by the way, here you go. Here's Spider-Man. Just like, okay, all right, it was okay. Well, I got some other stuff for you. Here you go. And it's just like, no, I'm really full. Thank you. No, you're gonna eat it and you're gonna like this. And it's just like, no, I'm good. Thank you. It's just like I do not care. There's just so much stuff where it's just like if they like did this thing, because honestly, I brought it up before how this year, which is kind of fitting because of the fucking plague and the fires and all the shit and Earth trying to kill us whatever way they do. But it's just like this is the first year where there's nothing in theaters where I'm just like, I have to go see that. Like last year, there was so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I have to live to see this. I have to go. And then it's just like, okay.
My only thing is Jurassic World 3 and that halted production.
Yeah, see? And it's just like, there's nothing coming out that's like making me go, I have got to see this on the spot. Like, it's just like,
There's nothing here, right?
Yeah, there's literally nothing right now. Like, they can say like, oh, this is coming. And it's just like,
I do want to see Soul.
I want to see Soul. That's why I didn't watch the trailer for it. Like, that's the only one I didn't watch the trailer for because it's like, see Soul.
Isn't there that new Disney movie coming out, like Raya
and the Last Dragon? Yeah, there's no trailer for it at the moment.
I am so excited for all these original Disney films. Why did Gigantic? What was it called?
Gigantic.
Gigantor?
Why they get shelved?
Yeah. Also, people in the chat have been mentioning that Black Widow's still on for May at the moment. They might do a similar thing of what Universal's doing. So I guess we'll go into that topic about Universal putting a bunch of their movies out the day of release on streaming services.
Yeah, Invisible
but
Man.
though you have to rent them for $19.99 for like 48 hours.
But just go to the theater and spend half of that. What?
Theaters are limiting how many people are get in the theater because of the virus.
Oh, that's a completely different story. Wow, that's kind of scummy. Yeah.
Because they're having it to where no more than 50 people per auditorium.
Okay, I didn't know you were talking. I thought you were just talking about in general. They're gonna start doing that. I didn't know you meant for the virus. Okay.
Yeah, for the virus.
Well, there's a new thing going around where they say that they might put a curfew, or not curfew, but a limit that there can only be 3 people in each house in the country. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm joking.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bags on you guys was when I was like, there's a video of an elephant getting into a fight with some horse riders, and I spliced it with Lord of the Rings. And when the elephant stomped on the horse, Zach's like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Yeah."
So yeah, Editman RGG2 had actually a super chat that was mentioning this whole thing about the Universal situation with their movies. So thank you for that super chat. It was on my my agenda for the night. But yeah, thank you for the super chat though. But for the so like Trolls World Tour, that's coming out next month. It's going to come out both in theaters and also online to rent for like a price of like $19.99 to rent for 48 hours. It's not going to be like available for purchase, just for rent. The thing that has me concerned about this though is that is going to be super easy to pirate.
Yeah.
Like after that comes out on like digital platforms.
Yeah. The only one I really care about is just Invisible.
So, and I see a lot of people on Twitter saying like, okay, let's be good for this so that movie companies will release their movies online. It's like, no, people aren't going to be good for that at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They're like, shit, it's online already? I'm going to watch it for free. Like, this isn't going to work.
Sonic is online already. I saw it on HD on the site.
You heard it here, officer.
Arrest this
I didn't
man.
watch the movie. I didn't watch it, sir. Officer. Fuck you. Won't take me a lot.
Yeah, but this seems like a good idea, but I don't think it's going to work just because people will easily get their hands on it.
I may like people like us, maybe. I think
a
lot of like your common everyday people who aren't like super
like casual moviegoers.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think they'll know. A lot of people really don't know like pirating is even like a concept that they can like do.
They don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
My mom asked me how to pirate a movie, and I was just like, "You don't want to know."
You're like, mother.
Don't fucking do it, please. I just want to watch Jurassic. Just buy it. I'll buy the shit.
I'll buy it for you. I'm not trying to be an accomplice to your crime. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah, Toon J, that's the problem though. Saying probably wasn't quite cost as much, too much to make up for the pirates. The thing is, $19.99 is more than the average movie ticket price. So why would people buy it like for $20?
Right.
You know what else
Yeah.
is $19.99? My home program's available right now. Go to jacksplay.com, COVD19. Go to my channel, and you can get some free home training programs. Hey, I'm trying to save these people. Come on.
Are we in the middle of a podcast?
You know what? No, to be fair, Jax is doing exactly what our presidential candidates are doing with their like. And please go to joebiden.com.
I am once again asking for your support.
I'm trying to help people. Or you can just go to my channel, Jax Play, and watch the home workout videos. My Miles Morales one is really
I saw people posting about how the Ring Fit is being price gouged and $200 bucks. And
fools.
They should have bought it the month it came out.
That's what they get.
But yeah, Nintendo is definitely seeing a spike in like sales at the moment, especially digital sales. I think a lot of people are going to buy Animal Crossing digitally, like this coming weekend.
That makes me. I hope they know why. I hope they know why.
Yeah.
Old people. Again, I'm not old. The internet just moves so fast, and technology moves so quickly that it makes me feel like I'm 60, and I'm still 28. But I'm one of those old people who likes their physical copies. So please don't phase those out.
Yeah, I still want physical copies. Please.
I bought this Gaia when the Switch came out. I bought this Gaia 5, and I got dicked over, so I don't own this Gaia 5 anymore. I was like, this is why I buy physically. This is the exact reason. It's ridiculous.
All right, so yeah, we'll see how this Universal thing goes over. I think some other companies might try it after after Trolls comes out to see like if Trolls does well, other companies will try it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
So I guess we can move on to Q&A now. So if you want to do questions,
email us at jacksbladefitness.
No, don't do that.
.com.
Yeah.
Email?
Yeah, like
I'm so used to fucking saying like email at us at weirdflexpod@gmail.com. I just every time.
Oh my God.
She's gone now.
Yeah.
She can't.
so. Yeah, if you want to ask questions, you can just use a super chat, or you can go on Twitter and ask questions there. So let's go on to super. We have quite a few super chats, so we'll go ahead and talk about those to begin with. From Daily 18, what is your favorite kind of pie you'd consume?
Cream.
Oh my God.
Pinkie pie.
Yeah, pinky pie, of course.
Saber. You want to go to church? Let's go to church.
That's Saber's job.
Okay. Talk about my job.
You go to church for all four of us.
I favorite type of pie. Seriously, well, I can't eat any of the other ones because I'm allergic. So
I love chocolate pie. I think it's really underrated.
I like ice cream pie. There.
Apple
no,
pie
mint chocolate
with-
chip ice cream pie. Yeah, there we go. Mint chocolate
Apple
chip.
pie with vanilla ice cream. That's
Oh.
the way to go.
You want that DuckTales shit all in your mouth.
Oh my God, that
Yeah,
pie looks
yeah.
so goddamn
Mrs.
good.
Bingley's like pie looked good.
Those like anime levels of food. I'm like, stop it. Like,
What does a la mode mean with pies? Like when they're saying like
On fire, right?
Is this on fire?
No, it means by itself.
Oh,
I'm flambe.
that's flambe.
on flambe.
I'll have mine on flambe. No.
That's what Lumiere does, during his song. Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Isn't it just
Be our
icing?
guest. Be our guest. Service to the test. Soup du jour, hot hors d'oeuvres. Why we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't ask me. Ask the dishes. They can sing. They can. Oh, this goes on for a bit.
Does he have a stomach in that form? Do any of them have stomachs?
I don't know.
Don't
Can they
ask
eat?
questions?
I never see them eat, so I'm gonna guess that they don't eat.
Okay.
I mean, have you ever seen a candle eat? Jordan's.
Actually, I have in a horror film, but it was a horror film, and that was the way a person died. So
Yeah, I was
Alright.
always curious about so is it like how does the aging work? Like how does the wasn't there that one piano and
the bad Tim Curry one. Tim Curry was a piano in the bad.
wasn't he like I want to stay immortal and be a piano forever?
Yeah, that was in the sequel.
Like that.
Or the prequel. Yeah, I guess it was a prequel.
That was like the holiday one that they did.
Yeah, the holiday
yeah.
one. But he was scary. He scared the fuck out of me.
Was it
Or-
Tim Curry or was it
Yeah, it was Tim Curry.
or was it Tony J or Tony
It was Tim Curry.
okay, cool.
Tim Whitfield asking, any of you play any humongous entertainment games? Those are those like point and click adventure things that are made for kids. Like putt putts.
Oh.
You mean like mini golf?
No. It was like a purple car named Putt Putt.
Yeah,
I know
never played any of those.
Matt's a fan of those
I don't know
games.
what
He's
that
played those as a kid.
That seems like a game Matt would play. Yeah,
Matt
would
I
play
would
that
believe
shit.
that.
I
I
love this
believe.
game over here.
At least I think that's what humongous entertainment. I believe that's what they make. Yeah, that is what they make. Okay. But I never played any of them as a kid. I saw them, but I never played them. Did you guys?
Spider-Man's a humongous game. That's a fun game to play because it's really big. Right? Is that what we're talking about? I don't...
Malik Webster saying with the super chat, finally, a podcast that's not delayed.
Yeah.
Dang. Blowed up.
Mm.
Editman RGT2, thoughts on NBC Universal. Oh, that was his super chat. That was something that we were always going to talk about. But thank you for the super chat anyway. Enigma Prince asking, what are some of your favorite artists that you commission and your favorite art pieces or commissions from them? Also, what's your favorite art style?
What does favorite art style mean? Like just like anime aesthetic, big eyes, like what aesthetic? Like because there's like a. Would you say like okay, like my favorite type of art style is Castlevania, or my favorite type of art style is Adventure Time-esque, or my favorite type is I don't know.
Like Beastars and Adventure Time and like Baki all have different styles, right? So,
yeah, they do.
So I guess what was the first part of the question? Sorry.
I like My Hero Academia's art style. That's my favorite type of. I honestly think I really like. I just vibe with every character. Most character designs in My Hero Academia, they just like click with me. Like I like that design a lot.
Honestly, the way that Song of the Sea looks is cool.
Yeah,
like the way that Kells and Song of the Sea, all those movies look. I don't know what you call that art style.
I mean, I guess you would just call it like. God, it almost seems like it took on its own form, where it's like, no, this is our style, and it's very heavily inspired by Irish lore and storytelling. So it's kind of cool. I like that though.
Yeah. Let's see. We did get a donation here from Sodden Gritter. Lammy's doing his sleep barks.
Oh, Rambo did one of those last night. That's adorable.
That means he's really comfortable around you.
That's great. But yeah, there was a donation from Sodden Gritter, which is a Wikipedia hyperlink to list of unproduced Disney animated shorts. I don't know if there's anything more to this because I can't like open it at the moment. But that's neat. Let's see. We got so the question from Enigma Prince about art styles and artist or favorite artists that you commission or art pieces commissions from them.
My favorite artist is still Kari-chan. Not your Kari, sorry, but like Kari that we knew from Ponies from like 2013.
Yeah, she's known as a Princess Misery on Twitter.
Oh, right, she's called Princess Misery. You're right. I forgot because I just call her Kari-chan all the time. But yeah, she draws really well, and she drew my pony forever ago, and I still love it. It's on Derpy Boro. I remember that.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of artists that I really enjoy, but it's hard to think of like all of them. From did you have one, Jax?
Oh no. So I was just thinking.
From Malik Webster, what do you think are some underrated fursonas, inanimate included?
Oh, you know,
I didn't know what inanimate meant.
Inanimate?
Sawyer from Cats Don't Dance.
That is that a persona? I thought a persona had to.
That's an animal.
I thought a persona had to be like, this is my character. This is like,
that's what I think.
Hey, would the Street Sharks count as personas, right?
No,
because they transformed.
They're just anthropomorphic.
Yeah, those are just anthropomorphic characters. So I'm just gonna
but they were humans that transformed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reword the question. And what do you think are some underrated anthropomorphic characters in inanimate included?
You think that's what he meant?
So yeah, with inanimate objects, I guess it would be like stuff from Brave Little Toaster, because those are inanimate objects.
But furries have to be alive, right?
I wouldn't consider the Brave Little Toaster a furry.
He's not. He's just an anthropomorphized toaster. You just said underrated furries.
Underrated furries.
You mean underrated anthro characters?
Yeah, I get that.
Because I get the Brave Little Toaster for that, but I would not say in any regard.
No, I think they have to be
persona or
I
something.
think they have to have fur or feathers or scales. I think that's the requirement.
Yeah. Though he said inanimate included, so that's what I'm thinking he means. Because there are some personas that are based on planes.
That's not a persona, then.
That's not.
I will show you and.
I know what you're talking about. I have been.
Has Jack seen it?
But
a
That's
person on
not
a plane.
furry. There's
Yeah,
no-
it's not a furry.
Yeah. Look it up. Look it
I
up.
know what it
is.
about this. So this is like if this happened at a con, this is one of those situations where I would be in the room arguing like this is not a fucking person. I would not. I'm not backing down on that. All right, it's not.
I already think it's a little. I gotta be honest. I already think it's a little silly that like a lizard is considered a furry. It has like scales and whatnot. Like there's no fur.
A furry is an umbrella term. It doesn't. Oh, no. It doesn't
Can
mean.
Umbrella be a furry? Oh, this umbrella talks. It has a whole. There we go. Brilliant.
Man,
This is my comb.
I'm gonna keep
my
it.
hair, which is fur. So it's
I'm gonna keep it with feathers and fur and scales.
What about dolphin skin or shark?
What are they? What is dolphin skin even?
Isn't it cartilage or something?
Get the underside of your arm right here.
Damn, he has a presentation, right? Okay.
Yeah, where there's like no hair. That's what a dolphin feels like. If it just put water on it, it's just wet dolphin.
Oh,
that's what a dolphin feels like.
Right now. Oh fuck!
That was so much water. Why did you?
I don't know why. Oh fuck! You got on my shit. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And depending on how like, because it would be a bit more
Dude, am I gonna like? Is my hand gonna start humping me?
I'm going. No, I'm not gonna say that character. Who's underrated? Do they have to be from an underrated show, or can they just be an underrated character from
underrated
a well-known
character?
Show? Okay, underrated character.
Oh, underrated anthro character, Debbie. Fucking Debbie from Groove Troop. She is fine as fuck. Oh, you're right on say.
I know I have some, but I just can't think of them.
I really don't know. Like the first thing that comes to my mind is Tsunoda from Let's Go.
Oh yeah.
I think people sleep on that character. I think people sleep with that character too. But anyway, I like.
Dude, her and that girl getting the fuck off.
I think Haru would win, my guy. I don't think Tsunoda's sleeping with that many people. I love her attitude. I would hate her if she was in the real world.
If she was at a con sitting next to you, like, oh, what are you doing?
No, like I've met people like her in real life, and they're just upsetting to be around. But like for a character in a show, I love her character type. No one talks about her.
Oh, Callie Briggs, that's a great one.
Oh yeah, I just saw that in the chat.
From who?
SWAT Cats.
SWAT Cat. I'll get an image of her. She's really cute.
No, I know who that is. Yeah. Oh, someone.
I love that Lammy left and Lena came right behind you.
Lena's right there.
Oh, hi.
Oh my god, when did Lena get? She just
That's my first time ever really getting a good shot. Look at her on the video. She's pretty.
Thank you. Angel from Lady and the Tramp. Katie, please.
Katie, no.
Got a
animals on screen. Well,
another super chat from Ryan Walterson here. I love Paxar movies. Figure Tale, An Insect Cycle, Demons Organize, Searching Norman, The Spectaculars, Mobiles, Rat-a-tat-tat, Waldo.
What the fuck?
High, Tough, Outside In, The Fine Lizard, Kaka, and Forward.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Paxar movies.
Paxar? Oh my
god. Yeah, he had the same he had that same super chat on Jim's podcast on Saturday.
I was watching this scene, like I had a Hirasashi moment the other day where there's like one of those random scenes that you just don't think of, but it slowly bubbles up and just makes you crack up. I was watching this show on Netflix called The Good Place. And there's like this. It's a good show, yeah. I really like that show. It's really good. There's like this Asian dude, and he was talking about like stuff that scares him. And he's talking about like how Ratatouille terrified him. He's just like, I don't want rats in my hair, like controlling my body. And it just like it cracked me out because it's just so stupid. It's fucking rats in my hair.
Editman RGT2 with another super chat here. Favorite thick boys in anime and or animation?
thick boys. Or
thick boys.
I'm going to cheat and say from a video game because he is animated in a video game. Voltanizer Maxima from Sound Voltex. My dude is jacked and thick and has a dick.
I'm gonna say Sweet Pea from Adventure Time. He's a thick boy.
He is a sweet boy.
I felt so bad for Sweet Pea. Like,
yeah.
No.
It's sad to think that he's like I mean, I'm glad he had a happy ending, but like there's an episode where he's like dealing with like, am I evil? What the fuck's wrong with me? And I'm like,
that shit was happening.
Well, some child entity who had no idea that he was like made up of a demon.
Yeah.
I sent
have any more thick boys?
Them thighs is thick, man. Like because they're buff.
I mean, I can't think of like someone who's super thick, like with THICC. So let me think.
What about the super duper sumos?
I fucking hated that show. It's a fucking Street Sharks ripoff. Fucking shit.
What about there's that one thing on Disney Plus. No, there's that one thing on Disney Plus. It's like Mickey's Rival or whatever. That dude has an ass. Like holy shit.
What, Mortimer?
Is it Mickey's Rival? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Mortimer is the name of the guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at this dude's ass.
Why are we looking at a man's ass? Okay. God damn. Hero. Mirio's not thick, Kate. He's buff. He's lean and buff. I wouldn't call him THICC.
All right.
God, that
Saber, you got a thick boy?
Right.
Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh yeah.
The Hulk counts, right? Or the Juggernaut bitch. Does the Juggernaut count?
I guess.
War Greymon. War Greymon's a thick boy. I like him.
Poe.
Oh yeah.
He's fat.
Poe's a thick boy.
No, you're right. He's fat. He's not really thick. What constitutes thick boy?
I like big. Oh, Broly! Fuck's sake, Broly's a thick boy. I love Broly. Yeah, I just looked over at my figure of Broly and I'm like, yeah, he's thick. He is thick as fuck. Yeah, Broly.
Until Selena over here yelling at you that Broly's thick, you just ignore him. That's all.
I didn't see him, so I'm sorry, Santo. Yeah, you right. There you go.
Let's see, David3X with a super chat asking, if Echo the Dolphin from the Sega Genesis game gets a movie adaptation, will you go see it? Hell yes, I would.
First in line.
Yeah, Echo the Dolphin actually has some very weird lore, so that'd be interesting to see what they would do with that. Because it's all about aliens coming to Earth, and like dolphins have to destroy the aliens. It's weird. I think it would work well as an animated movie. I don't think a live action movie would really work with that.
District 9.
District 9.
Yeah, boring.
That movie was it's one of those movies I guess I have to watch where I was in a bad mood when I watched it.
Oh yeah,
so I need for real. I need to watch it when I'm in a better mood.
I still need to rewatch Moana. I was just not having it.
Yeah, we gotta watch Moana with you at some point because Moana's
I
great.
need to watch fucking WALL-E still because I never finished it. I guess it's on Disney Plus, so I guess.
What is it? WALL-E, Spirited Away.
Yeah,
there's
so much shit
going on.
I know, right? There's like 80,000
fucking essentials for animation fans.
I'm sorry. I want to watch Dragon Ball Z.
I still haven't seen Snow White. I think that's my biggest
sin.
That's my
But if you watch House of Mouse, then she was in that.
Mouse in the House.
Mouse in the House.
No, not Mouse in the House.
Wait, is it House of Mouse?
Yeah, it is.
Now you got me backwards.
It's House of Mouse.
Who's that coming down the House of Mouse? You don't remember the intro for you? Is that on Disney Plus? I'm gonna look while you guys talk.
If you talk about Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I can tell you every goddamn episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Thanks to my nephew.
Hot dog.
Let's see.
All
right. Next question here from Momo2137. Asking, question, have you heard of a YouTuber named Comics Explained, real name Rob? He talks and explains comic books. He just finished explaining The Boys comic. P.S. My name is Ashley Scott, and I'm on Twitter. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, have you seen his video about The Boys?
Well, because again, I'm one of those stupid nerds who've already read the comics, already knew. So like, he just pretty much talked about like the comic and stuff like
comparing
that.
it with the show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, it was a good video. I highly recommend it. So go check out Comics Explain. Yeah, so good guy.
Let's see. Malik Webster asking specifically for Jax, but all are welcomed.
Ooh,
what do you think about rappers in horror? And what do you think about the relationship between the two? Rappers in horror?
Like wrapping paper? Or
No,
like
rappers.
Okay. I think because there was like this big thing in the early 2000s where like they always had like a rapper movie, like LL Cool J was in Halloween and in Deep Blue Sea, and then he was also Busta Rhymes was in Halloween again.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, he was. It was stupid. Honestly, I don't like when they in it because it just sort of goes like, oh man, it's this character. You know, he's gonna either die or be okay and stuff like that. But like, I'm so against it now because like how they did my boy Mikey in Halloween Resurrection, because the way Busta Rhymes was the one to beat him like this wacky kung fu, and it's like, yo, come on, son, let's do this shit, Michael Myers. And then he fucking kicks him through a thing, and I'm just like, Michael would fuck you up so fast. You shut up. Like, I got so like heated watching that movie. So I guess I'm not with it. Yeah. Chromeo style, I'm not with it.
All right. Another one from Malik Webster here. Specifically, oh wait, no, I already did that one. Another one from David 3X, I meant. Have you ever seen a 2003 TV series, Mutant X?
You just made me think of those fucking. Have you ever seen a dragon in the wind? Or have you ever rode a bike in the night sky? Have you ever done?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The fucking yeah. That's right. We're talking about Riker from Star Trek.
Fucking the guy from Gargoyles too.
Yeah. But yeah, have you ever seen a 2003 TV series called Mutant X? If so, what's your take on it?
Have you ever seen a 2003 TV series?
I have not.
Have you ever watched a show?
Yeah, if any of us have seen this, it would probably be Jax because he. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. What was?
It's called Mutant X.
Let me look it up. I think I've probably seen it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was from the early 2000s.
I'm just hearing like the stupid music in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Mutant. Oh. I've seen clips of the show, but I never watched it as a kid. It was on and when I was in England, it appeared on the same channel as Buffy. But I only watched Buffy, but I never watched.
Interesting. Yeah, because it says it was like syndicated.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I remember. I never watched all of it. So.
All right. From Connor Johnson. Asking, I've been working on a list of the best animated films of the 2010s. It's still a work in progress, but there's already dozens of contenders on it. Oh yeah, I was having trouble with like narrowing my list down when I made mine for best animated films of the decade. What would be yours? Because I already have my list out.
The best animated films of the decade?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Spider-Verse, GOAT. Zootopia, GOAT. Give me a second. Toy Story 3, loved it. Inside Out. No, if I say Inside Out made me cry, so that was a good one. Peanuts movie, loved
Peanuts movie is so good. Yeah.
I Can't Go Overseas. Does this have to all be American? So can I?
No. It can best animated films, so it includes anything.
Klaus.
Includes animated films too, or anime films too.
Anime films too. Okay,
yeah.
Then Dragon Ball Super Broly, fucking amazing.
Did that come out in 2019 or It 2020?
It came out in 2018.
2018, yeah.
Was it that long ago? Holy shit!
It was January.
Oh yeah, that was January last year. It came out. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was this year.
Yeah.
Freaking. What is it? A Silent Voice is just a...
Silent Voice is great.
Silent Voice is a great movie.
Yeah.
That's a movie I actually like.
Yeah, Your Name is great. Kung Fu Panda 2. Somebody
Kung Fu
said
Panda
that.
2 is better than the first one. I
guess the third one.
Yeah. Well, the third one. Fuck you, third one. You're just redheaded.
It was man, that third one, like, just... hung on the fact that he was like in that village with his dad or whatever. I was like, it's been like 40 minutes, please. Like anything else.
Wow, Ryan's got it. North of the North, the Emoji Movie, the Wildlife, Alpha and Omega.
Ryan has dangerous taste.
Yeah, Ryan. My Hero Academia movies, they were just like the show, just longer. But My Hero Academia, I mean, like the second movie on second thought is not great. I have three more. Okay, let me think. I like Lego Movie. I thought Lego Movie was alright.
You like 1 or 2 better?
I haven't seen 2 yet.
Yeah, I need to show him 2 at some point.
I need to watch.
Like
2.
at a convention, we gotta watch it together.
Okay.
It has the female voice that I like.
Oh, Tuca.
Yeah, just I'm not even talking about a specific actress. I'm just talking about the sound that comes out of mouths that is pleasant to my ears. The raspy voice.
Yeah, she's great. She's freaking great. Tiffany Haddish, she's awesome. All right, so two more films. Let's see. 2 more animated films. What did I see? That was. Oh my god. I think. Was it?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I don't think you like Ernest and Celestine like that, right?
No.
Not like that.
I don't think I got a chance to see that.
Okay.
Does stop motion count?
Yeah, just animated.
Why would that not count?
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Paranorman. I really love Paranorman.
Oh yeah, Paranorman's great.
I thought that was
2012.
Coraline came out before Paranorman.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah, Coraline came out in 2009.
Yeah, so like Paranorman.
But Paranorman was the next film in 2012.
Yeah, so I really did love Paranorman. And
Toon J, Summer Wars came out in 2009. So
yeah,
not quite.
I can't see Summer Wars because I really love Summer Wars and
Wolf Children.
I love Wolf Children.
Wolf Children was good, but again, it was
not your top 10.
Yeah, it wasn't my top 10.
Okay.
Fuck, one more.
Man, Legend of Guardians Owls of Gokul is actually, I actually love that movie.
Yeah, that movie's really good.
So cool.
That movie's really good.
Yeah, that's I would say that would probably be one of the most underrated movies of the decade.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
It's made by fucking not Michael Bay, but the other one. I work with Christopher Nolan. That guy was.
I like, it's so fucking cool. It's an owl war. They have talon swords. I was like, this is cool as shit, dude.
You said that,
Yeah.
like that's one of those movies that if you showed it to like people like in the past, you'd be like, yeah, owls got dangerous, man. Like this shit. They're very violent creatures. Fuck. I want to think of my last one. What was the last one? Fuck. Oh my god. I'm going. What came out? Disney. I'm thinking Disney Pixar.
Wreck-It Ralph 2. No.
Moana?
That movie. Nah, I like Moana, but I didn't love it.
Tangled?
Fuck. Tangled was good. Actually, yeah, I did like Tangled, but I wasn't in love with it. Frozen, no. I mean, I like it. There's a bunch of movies I like, but I'm just trying to think of like that one I love. The one I love.
Yeah.
Fuck. I got one more. I know for a fact I have one more that I did love. Shit.
I'm looking through it. I'm not sure which one it would be because all the other ones are
what?
Damn, there are a lot of Disney movies I don't like, as I am realizing right now. Like, this movie's not really that great.
Oh my god, I know for a fact there was something else. One thing.
You haven't seen Coco, right?
No, I haven't seen Coco.
Okay.
Someone told me am I supposed to watch like
Coco gonna make you cry, my dude. Like, y'all
are
ready for it.
Yeah, I know.
Coco
It's
got me,
gonna.
like 3 different times. I was like, yo, chill, guys.
Okay, well, I'll watch it for a while then. Let's see. Jesus Christ, what the?
We should go on to the next question, but you think
Yeah,
the last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next question. So from Brandon King, asking, what do you think of the new show Duncanville? I haven't seen it. Is that an animated show? Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's on Fox? Interesting. Yeah, it has an interesting style to it. But yeah, I haven't seen anything of it, though.
Can't say I've heard of it either.
My brain is 50 things at once. Do it.
All right. Next, David3X asking, I've just turned 30 last week, so any tips?
Continue living.
Continue.
Me and Saber are the over 30s here.
And nothing has changed as far as I can see. I don't know if that's rude to say or nice to say, but
I know that I have something right here. I don't know what's going on down here, but something feels like there's there. So expect changes in your body.
but you've had that before you were 30, didn't you?
Wait, what?
Like a little bit before I was 30, like when I was 29.
Something?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just something that feels like there's something there under my right rib. I don't know. It doesn't hurt. It's just there.
Saber, do you have that?
No. Paleo. Go see a doctor.
Sure.
I think it might be because I have a fatty liver. That might be why.
Okay.
I'm not 30, so I actually can't speak on this.
Yeah,
but it
for another 7 months. So.
It sounds like from the 30s, from the over 30s in this chat, just continue living.
Yeah. From Daily 18 asking, what is the one thing you wish you were better at?
Fighting.
I wish I wasn't so good at procrastinating.
So you wish you were better at being proactive.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yeah.
I wish I was. I don't know. I wish I had the ability to pick up new skills and like math.
Well, like Gabe.
Yeah. Gabe.
Yeah.
Gabe's not human.
I guess better at is a specific wording, because I was gonna say I wish I wanted to learn how to draw, because art is so important. If you want to make anything creative, you need art to go with it.
And you could draw your own porn. That'd be dope.
That'd be so dope. Oh my god.
You really would. Like, you'd be like, I know exactly my kink, and I know exactly what turns me on. I'm gonna Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be too powerful.
I would love to be better at the piano. That'd be wonderful. I love playing the piano, but I'm only.
He always gets in trouble for it at cons.
I remember that.
I was like, "Can I play this piano?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, you can play the piano." And I was like, "Cool." Then I played the piano, and the lady came over and was like, "Hey, excuse me, you may not play that piano." I was like, "Oh my god, that guy!"
Yeah.
He wasn't there. I'm like, whatever. That was some garbage.
What a freaking douche.
All right. Got a question here. $20 super chat from Malik Webster. Thank you very much. I've been thinking a lot about the people that have the biggest influence on what I aspire to be. Examples are Mike Shinoda, Tim Burton, Gendy Tartakovsky, and Shinichiro Watanabe. What would you say are your major influences? Major influences?
In life? Wow.
I would David Attenborough. I really like I watched a lot of his documentaries growing up. Audrey Meadows of Black Bird Comedy actually inspired me a lot to do YouTube stuff. Those are the two off the top of my head that I can think right now.
The Rock, Will Smith, and Arnold Schwarzenegger are the ones who inspired me for they're just the way act and go out there and go with confidence and walk with confidence and like be disciplined in what you do. So like that was a lot. And the ones who actually inspired me the most on my YouTube is I'll start with the good one. The good one, Angry Video Game Nerd. Like he inspired me so much just with his video. Cause I remember I did a whole month of Halloween still doing them just because he did his like Cinemasker Monster Madness, and it was just like such an inspiration. And also like Loki, Nostalgia Critic original, old Nostalgia Critic, not current when he does this crazy, just the old one back in the day, because I don't know, like the way he formatted just helped with myself. So yeah, old one.
Day9. I love his work ethic, and his attitude is just it's exemplary. David Attenborough for being just a pursuit of knowledge and a good teacher, and then Uncle Iroh, funny enough, for just understanding and peace and being strong but also being loving, and then Picard for like with his being able. What's that?
It's a recent one for you, right?
Yes, I've always liked Picard, but like after watching Star Trek, I'm like, I love this guy. I love how he keeps his cool. He has his falls where he'll like get emotional, gets the better of him, which makes him human. But like he is a wonderful diplomat with the heart of an explorer and a poet, and I just look up to him because it's like this guy seems like he keeps his cool and he's in control. And when he's not in control, you can still tell that he's upset, but he won't let his emotions like ruin him. I'm like, I like that in a character. I like that. I want to be like that as a person. I want to, still have the heart and passion of emotions and being a human, but also be smart enough and logical enough to like control myself. So Picard's a great character for that.
If you're talking about the arts that we pursue, I guess for music, when I still make house music, but Madeon and Porter Robinson, they're kind of like the big two and have been for a long time. But both of their styles are just absolutely wonderful. So those two are inspired to make music more like them. Also keeping my own style. But if you're talking about just like life, funnily enough, even though she like makes many mistakes, Princess Carolyn from BoJack, that lady takes a beating and she just keeps getting up. It's kind of amazing.
Oh, we're doing fictional characters too?
Why not?
Oh, sure, yeah. Fuck, I got like a whole bunch like
all of Jack.
Let me get out my list.
Betty Kate be Goku.
Chapter 1. Yeah.
No, I was gonna comment that on the Steven Universe post going around where it's like Steven Universe most emotional part of the show, and it's like, bitch, could he beat Goku?
Bitch, could he beat Goku? Give it to me, I'll do it. Whatever. I will say I do. Well, of course, like it's integral to me thing, like the whole thing of like Goku as a character, just like. The one I grew up with, the superhero dub one, even though that's not true to his character, and Kid Goku, I love him to death. But like the fact that it's just like, oh, I was born a low class Saiyan. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna work my ass off and get stronger, and I'm gonna grind for it. And I love the fact that I'm doing this, and I love the fact to challenge myself. That inspired me so much, just seeing someone just like they love to work out, they love to better themselves. That whole thing right there, that is what I always try to incorporate in myself. And then like, of course, Iroh as a person just is very like just the person I want to be like a sage wise, like another one, Master Splinter from the 2012 Ninja Turtle series. Like he has such a phenomenal speech on just controlling your anger, emotions, and like all these like great lessons he gives, and like just being that wise. Like you go through a bunch of like crap in your life and you come out wiser and stronger and like more emotionally stable. That inspires me so much these days. So yeah, those ones there. Oh yeah.
We do have another donation here that wasn't through Super Chat, but I'll try to figure out how to find that at the moment because I can't see the full message, so I'll have to go onto the site to find that. Because usually we don't get the.
I'm coming downstairs to get some water, Paleo.
All right, but we do have another Super Chat from Dill18 while I try to find that. With the state of the virus right now, what's the one food you'd stock up until the virus clears up?
I'm already stocked up on stuff. I already like honestly, what I have stocked up right now is rice and fish. So it's just like, dude, there's a pink guy just walked into your house, Paleo.
I know.
There's a burglar behind you.
Oh no! Get out!
Get out! Get out!
Yeah. Honestly, like rice, beans.
What's the question?
No, what food would you stock up on during the virus?
Shrimp.
Shrimp?
Mm-hmm.
It's so valid. Shrimp's a good one. Yeah, rice and beans and rice and fish.
Hey,
like, you know what's weird is
I've been having.
Okay, Bubba. That's a good story.
All right.
I've been like craving anchovies recently. I have no idea why. Like I woke up and I really want fucking anchovies right now. I don't know why. It just
Oh, this was through a super chat. I don't know why I didn't see it on the YouTube dashboard here. But yeah, there was one from Mason C. Asking, you want to know the meaning of everything? I tell, if everything was meaningless, then you wouldn't even exist. So once you die, that's the end of everything because you finished your meaning of existence.
What? Loser.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna live, enjoy food. Food's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the super chats we have.
I do not like that take, by the way.
What?
I don't like that meaning thing. It's silly. What if you have cancer? What if you don't want to die?
What if you have coronavirus?
What if you have coronavirus? What if you're like 5? What if you get hit by a car at the age of 5? I'm sorry. I see where you're going, but I don't see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Wait. What was someone actually asking that, or was that just like?
Yeah. The super chat said from Mason. You want to know the meaning of everything? I tell if everything was meaningless, then you wouldn't even exist. So once you die, that's the end of everything because you finished your meaning of existence.
Yeah, that's whatever.
I might have been a bit harsh.
Enjoy your
to that
food, jack
person,
off, do what
but
you want to do.
so you do you, but I don't get it.
Excuse me.
I mean, like
Any Twitter this time.
What? Yeah,
I
like
didn't even get to Twitter.
we're like past 11 now, so we're probably gonna end it. So sorry for people who sent questions on Twitter. We'll try to answer some more next time. So yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Are we done?
Yeah, it's like past 11, so we've gone over the 2-hour mark. But yeah, so next time we will be streaming on the 30th. Yeah, the 30th.
Yeah, we'll be at
of
Windy
March.
City. No, we won't.
No, we will not be there. That is canceled.
That is canceled.
Babscon's probably next.
Yeah,
that's
it
what
is.
I was thinking. Babscon's most likely going to be next. I'm checking their Twitter right now to see if they.
Oh, we got one more super chat from Daily18 asking opinions on that Simpsons short before Onward.
I thought it was
Simpsons.
significant. It was like, oh,
Yeah, it was whatever.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Whatever.
All right, thank you all for coming out. We'll see you next time.
Oh, I made coffee for tomorrow. Hell yeah!
We'll see you next time on the 30th. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't get down with the sickness. I'm disturbed.
Oh, I need to find my mouse there. Okay, bye, everybody.